welcome back to Janie's Crazy Life. I am dehydrating. I've not done this before, but I'm dehydrating. I have put on these trays lean ground beef. I'm going to dehydrate them overnight, and I should have what they call gravel. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trays. I have already previously taken a bag of this and dehydrated into this. I took a can of vegetable beef soup and turned it into this. And this is a can of Campbell's or store brand cream of mushroom soup that's been turned into this. So a whole can of soup. I laid it on actually a plastic insert that comes on with the dehydrator that's used for like fruit roll-ups or fruit leather. On this, I could have done the same thing, but I only got 2 trays. I'm waiting for more trays to come in. I decided to use parchment paper instead because I figured once it dries, it's going to be hard and crunchy like this. Maybe I can pick this up off easier and do it. We'll see. So I'm going to say bye until tomorrow when we can see what I've come up with and what I have. I'm going to put it, my dehydrator has, I just got this. It has markings like meats, jerkies, meats, and fish will go 160, and I'll do it overnight because that's what I've learned on the internet, is to do it overnight. So I'll come back to this tomorrow. See y'all later. Bye. Okay, you guys, it's done. It's the middle of the night, and I decided to come out and check on it, and it is, this stuff is crunchy, if you can hear that. So it is done. I'm going to take it off of the dehydrator and see how much it fills up a bag. I had bought 4.5 pound thing. I think this is about 3 pounds of meat. I forgot to tell you earlier that I actually boiled it. I put water in a pot, and then I crumbled it up in the pot, and then I drained it and rinsed it in hot water. So actually, I boiled this. I did not fry it. So let me stop you. I'll put it in a baggie and go from there. Okay, you guys, this is 3 pounds of hamburger meat, and this is a quart size bag, not a gallon. So it tastes like nothing, and it's all crunchy sounding. I guess they call this gravel. So the idea is now I can do like put this in with rice or noodles or something and do the dry dehydrated meal. One of my favorite meals is actually I like a comfort food. I don't eat it a lot, but it's actually rice with cream of mushroom soup and hamburger meat in it. So I did the cream of mushroom soup, as we recall, right here. So I think I'm going to try a cup of rice. We'll get the minute rice out and see what the direction is. I think I'm gonna put in maybe half of this because this is a whole can, and I like it really creamy mushroomy. So I think I'm gonna put half of this in, and I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 tablespoons of this, because my understanding is that when this rehydrates, it puffs back up to normal size. So maybe I will, in the morning, I'm tired, I gotta go back to bed. I was laying there smelling this, so I was like, I gotta go check it, make sure it's okay. Maybe tomorrow, I've got a little bit of meat left over from the raw meat left over. I'll decide whether or not I'm gonna rehydrate it. I saved my papers because they did not get nasty or nothing, but that's because I sucked it all out. I also want to hydrate this. So the idea is you open this can up and you really rinse it really good, and then you put it on the dehydrator. So maybe I will do this tomorrow. I don't know. I'll decide. But I'm impressed with myself. So we'll see. All right, y'all. I'm going back to bed. Bye. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. At the end, after I bagged up the lunch, the hamburger meat, I actually forgot to turn on record. So what ended up happening was I did put 1 cup of rice in here, along with half of my cream of mushroom soup mixture. This, wait a minute, wrong one. This stuff. Basically, I don't have a digital scale, so when it got to about half on here, that's how much I put in of cream of mushroom soup. So 1 cup of rice, half of my can of cream of mushroom soup, 1 beef bouillon, and I ended up putting 1.5 cups of hot boiling water, along with, I had pre-soaked, pre-boiled 1/4 cup of the hamburger gravel, this stuff that I made, the stuff we've been talking about. So I boiled this first, the gravel. Took the gravel off, drained it, salvaged the water from the gravel to put into the rice. I probably next time would put maybe 1 3/4 cup or 1 3/4 cup water, yeah, to make it a little more moist. If you can tell right here, the cream of mushroom soup did not totally dissolve, so probably I will take and get a coffee grinder and powder this down, and then it would be in there. It still tasted good. I'm not complaining about the taste at all. It's just I think if I ground this down, it will incorporate. So I'm gonna say it was a success. Just gonna ground that down, and like I said, even though you can't hear it, I did not put a time in which, because when I poured all the ingredients together, I put it in this Optimus Heat Eat pouch and let it rehydrate itself. I didn't get a time because your time's going to vary depending on your situation. If you're out in the cold, if you're out in the heat, you know, climate, everything's going to vary. So it's just a matter of trial and error, basically. But like and subscribe if you like what you see in the videos. After this part here, there'll be a silent movie, I'll take you back in time, of what I did because I forgot to hit the microphone. So I'm sorry about that, but that's my learning how to handle the camera too. And my most awesomest daughter editor was not here to help me towards the end. So like and subscribe. I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, here I am, got my rice, a cup of rice. I am putting 1/4 cup of the ground beef into a pot of water, roughly about an inch worth of water, maybe inch and a half, 2 inches. So it's 1/4 cup of ground beef. Gonna bring it to a boil. Once I pull the water off, I'm going to drain it. I'm going to put the water on my rice. I'm dumping my rice into a freezer bag. 1 cup of rice into a freezer bag. And I am adding about half of a can of dehydrated cream of mushroom soup in it. I don't have a digital scale, so basically I'm using this old-fashioned, the bowl won't stay on it, old-fashioned scale, and it comes to about 50 whatever, I don't know the measurements, but I'm going to put half of that into my thing of rice to see, I can tell what half is, so I'll put half in. I'm talking to you, but you can't hear me because, of course, I didn't have the mic turned on when I first recorded this. Again, I apologize for that. Here I am putting the rice and 1 beef bouillon cube crushed up along with the cream of mushroom soup rice.
cream of mushroom soup. I am putting it into the Optimus Heat Eat pouch. I'm adding 1 cup of water. That's 1 cup now. I know I said I was going to add 1.5, but I added half a cup more after I turned off the camera. I am dumping the meat in and making a mess, of course. But that's okay. I had a little partner that came behind me, and she decided to get the little pieces of meat that I got on the floor. She was very happy to aid me in my mess. But I'm scooping the meat into the bag and gonna put it in that pouch. I think the slight pinkness in the bottom of the thing is due to the beef bouillon. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. It's kind of hot. So once I get it kind of mixed up a little bit, I'll be sliding it down in the Optimus Heat Eat pouch. They're not that expensive. You can get them for anywhere from $15 to $20 depending on where you shop. Online, $15 to $20-ish. I got it at an outfitter for $15, like $14.90. I'm trying to show you that the hamburger meat is kind of soft and pliable at that point. Again, no voice, so I'm having to. I am now going to dish it up for my mom and I for lunch. Of course, she's telling the dog that the dog doesn't need to eat any of it, just in case I killed us both. But at least the dog could tell everybody what happened, what I did to her and I. Of course, family's going to pick on you a little bit, but I'm mixing it up. I'm kind of like going to serve it up here. But what I'm trying to show you, you can't hear, is that there are these little cream of mushroom soup flakes, which that did not totally incorporate. So I think the future plan is to take, as I said before, a coffee grinder and grind up the cream of mushroom soup prior to this part of mixing it all together so that the cream of mushroom soup will incorporate more. I do not want to currently powder it up because I thought it would be nice to have the chunks of mushroom that is in the soup when you dehydrate it. But I think to get a better incorporation of the flavors, even though this did taste okay, it would be nicer to powder up the cream of mushroom soup so that it will mix better. Overall, we were impressed. We ate it. It was good. I mean, nothing's like when you fix it straight from the can and fix it fresh, but this would be ideal for camping, traveling on the road, take a little cooker and heat up some water. That's what I'm thinking, and backpacking, of course. So, or if you're going to go fishing for the day, take it and sit by the water and eat this. So, overall, I would say it was a success. Just going to change up a little bit and maybe add, like I said in the other video, 1 3/4 cup water instead of 1.5, just to get a little more moist. But it was good. We all lived. I didn't kill nobody. So like and subscribe if you like what you saw, and I will see you later. Bye.